Chapter 3. Shattered Reflection. Mia had decided to surprise Alex. She hadn't done that in a while. He'd been so swamped with work, pulling late nights and early mornings, that their schedules felt like ships passing in the night. She missed him, terribly. So she packed a lunch, his favorite turkey and Swiss on rye, with a side of potato salad, and drove to his office. The glass doors of the sleek, modern building reflected the city's hustle and bustle. Mia smoothed down her dress, a nervous flutter in her stomach. It wasn't just the surprise, it was the hope that a simple lunch could somehow reignite the spark that had been slowly fading. She told the receptionist who she was. The woman smiled politely and told her that Alex was in a meeting. Mia said she would wait. After about 20 minutes, the woman told her that she could go up. As Mia approached Alex's office, she could hear muffled voices. She paused, a strange unease settling over her. She gently pushed the door open. The scene that unfolded before her eyes felt surreal, like a distorted reflection of a nightmare. Alex was standing by his desk, locked in an embrace with Sarah. Mia felt her breath hitch. Sarah's hands were twined in Alex's hair, his arms wrapped tightly around her waist. Time seemed to slow to a crawl. The sounds of the city faded into a dull hum. The vibrant colors of the office blurred into a hazy watercolor painting. All Mia could focus on was the image of Alex and Sarah, their bodies pressed together. Her immediate physical reaction was visceral. A wave of nausea washed over her, her stomach churning violently. Her hands trembled and her vision swam. She felt lightheaded, as if the oxygen had been sucked out of the room. Emotionally, she was numb. Disbelief was a thick fog in her mind, obscuring any rational thought. This couldn't be happening. Not to them. Not to her. A close-up detail of the heart-shaped pendant around Mia's neck is presented for contrast. The pendant, a symbol of their forever, felt suddenly heavy, a cruel reminder of a promise now irrevocably broken. The cool metal against her skin was a stark contrast to the burning sensation in her chest. Alex, startled by the intrusion, stumbled back, his face paling. Sarah quickly disentangled herself, her expression a mix of guilt and defiance. The silence in the room was deafening, broken only by Mia's ragged breathing. "Mia," Alex began, his voice a strained whisper. He reached out a hand as if to touch her, but she flinched away. "What? What is this?" Mia managed to choke out, the words barely audible. Alex's eyes darted between Mia and Sarah, searching for an explanation, a way to minimize the damage. "It's not what it looks like," he said weakly, the words sounding hollow even to his own ears. Mia's eyes narrowed, a flicker of anger igniting within her. "Really? Because it looks like you're having an affair in your office." "It's complicated," Alex stammered, avoiding her gaze. "Sarah and we've been connecting on an intellectual level. It just happened." Mia scoffed, a bitter laugh escaping her lips. "Intellectual level? Is that what you're calling it?" Sarah stepped forward, her voice cool and composed. "Alex and I have a lot in common. We understand each other in ways you don't." The audacity of her statement sent a jolt of fury through Mia. "Get out," she said, her voice trembling with rage. "Get out of here now." Sarah hesitated for a moment, then grabbed her purse and left the office, casting a final, knowing glance at Alex. Once she was gone, Mia turned back to Alex, her eyes filled with a mixture of pain and contempt. "How could you do this?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "How could you betray me like this?" Alex's shoulders slumped, his face etched with guilt. "I don't know," he said, his voice cracking. I messed up. I'm so sorry. Sorry? Mia repeated, her voice rising. Sorry doesn't even begin to cover it, Alex. We had a life together. We had plans. We had a promise. I know, he said, his eyes pleading, and I ruined it. But please, Mia, let me explain. Explain what? She said, tears streaming down her face. Explain how you could lie to me, how you could cheat on me, how you could throw away everything we had. Alex remained silent, unable to find the words to justify his actions. Mia shook her head, her heart shattering into a million pieces. I can't do this anymore, she said, her voice trembling. I can't be with someone I can't trust. It's over, Alex. We're done. She turned and fled the office, ignoring Alex's desperate calls. She ran blindly through the streets, tears blurring her vision. She didn't know where she was going. All she knew was that she had to get away. She drove aimlessly, her mind racing, her emotions raw. She replayed the scene in her head, each detail searing itself into her memory. The look on Alex's face, Sarah's smug expression, the weight of the pendant around her neck. Eventually she found hers. Elf driving towards Lake Serenity, the place where their love story had begun, the place where they had made so many promises, the place that now felt like a cruel reminder of everything she had lost. As she parked the car and stepped out, the cool breeze off the lake sent a shiver down her spine. The sun was beginning to set, casting long, distorted shadows across the water. The lake, once a symbol of their idyllic life, now reflected her own shattered image. The water rippled, distorting her reflection. It was both literal and figurative, a reflection of a shattered life.